Blue Lock and its chain theory relates to people and their limitations when it comes to soccer. Some being somewhat obvious, and others having deep-rooted stories in it that actually make sense for the character. And after the success of the last chain theory I made, a lot of people were asking if I could do one on Charles Chavelier, as well as Don Lorenzo, and what their chain means to their character. Now, as for Charles, this one is pretty easy. So as we know, Charles is a passer through and through, hence why the chain wraps around his leg and goes into wherever else. As for the chain itself, it looks to be all these different demon emojis being connected by one another. And the reason it is that way is because of his contrarian attitude. Basically, he doesn't take things seriously like he should, but also at the same time, he's like 14 years old, so he's not really that mature to understand how everything works. And while he is a great soccer player, don't get it twisted, he gets bored very easily. With characters like Loki, halfway through a game, he'll just throw his hands up and be like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. And the only way for him to find anything interesting when it comes to soccer is if somebody can match his freak. And the only way he can take soccer seriously is if somebody matches his style. That being Shido and him being able to react to his contrarian passes. But I believe it's solely that contrarian attitude that keeps him from being able to reach his full potential. But he's still got time to grow, as he is the youngest player that we've seen within Blue Lock. Now, as for Don Lorenzo, this one's a bit interesting. Now, while it may not look like much, it's pretty self-explanatory. Interesting, but self-explanatory. As we know, money was a huge thing for Don Lorenzo. When Snuffy met him, all he wanted was money, but the only way for him to get that was if he played soccer with Snuffy, and he automatically agreed. We got gold teeth, so on and so forth, and that's kind of the driving force behind this image. As you can see, there are teeth marks in the collar, basically symbolizing that he's starting to get over the idea of money in order to play for a team. Now that the obsession for money is gone, considering he has it now playing for a team, there's no real need for that obsession to hold him back. Really, you have to ask your question, considering it's money in this case. How much do you need to fully be satiated? Think of it as a metaphor in relation to eating. Is enough ever truly enough when it comes to money? And now that Don Lorenzo has the ability to get this kind of money, that's up to him to decide.